Hi, I'm Sheila L. Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about this week's astrology. Actually, not only this week, but the next 7 years. I won't go into extensive detail about the next 7 years, but I will give you a heads up as to what will be leading the charge. So the major themes for this week are uncovering hidden motives and agendas, and revealing and healing deep origin wounds, as well as the planet Uranus, having left Taurus, has moved into Gemini for the next 7 years. So the planet Uranus has finally left Taurus. It was there for 7 years, and it created quite a stir, to put it mildly. The planet Uranus rules unpredictability, it rules divine insight, revolution, rebels, it rules brilliance, it rules insanity, and it rules genius. And in my estimation, insanity is rarely the clinical kind of insanity. Insanity is often mistaken new is often mistaken for insanity. New thoughts, new products, new issues, often thought of as, oh, that's crazy, so that can't be. At one time, the telephone was considered crazy, and the telephone is ruled by Uranus. And computers, which are ruled by Uranus, were considered crazy, and as the head of IBM said in the late 40s, I don't know why anybody would want to use one for personal issues. So how wrong was that guy? So let's talk about what is going on. So Uranus rules a lot of different things we don't expect. It rules the breakdown of the old, and it's necessary. It's not necessarily what we like or want, because we don't like change. We as a species don't like it, but it's necessary. So Uranus in the sign of Gemini really shakes things up, because Gemini is communication. Gemini is conduits. Gemini is roadways. Gemini plans. Gemini, the back and forth between you and me. And so if you've got anything can happen, also you've got new thought that can happen. In the sign of communication, who knows what's going to happen? What you can do with Uranus, especially Uranus and Gemini, is you can get yourself straight about how you're thinking. And by that I mean, are you thinking positively or are you thinking in a negative way? Because if you're thinking in a negative way, you're going to bring all kinds of that to you, unexpected negative to you. If you're thinking and acting in a positive way, you're going to bring all kinds of positive thinking and acting to you. So for the next, as I said before, 7 years, things are going to go on. They're going to change. The way we do things, the way we communicate with each other, there will be change there. And we have right now a lot of stress and strife in the world. So what would cure that stress and strife would be face-to-face, clear communication. Uranus is rebellion, the revolution. So there will be a revolution in what clear face-to-face communication is, does, and is about. Always be on the side of the positive with this, because whatever happens, you might be surprised, but you'll be ready for it. So now, on to this week especially. This is a week with all kinds of stuff going on, things coming up, things being dug up. We have a full moon this week. And when I say dug up, the full moon is in Scorpio. Scorpio covers and hides many things. So there will be, the theme this week is dealing with hidden motives, hidden agendas, and discovering or bringing to the light wounds of origin. What is a wound of origin? Something that happened when you were between, say, 1 and 5. Something that happened perhaps in another lifetime, and it's still dictating how you feel about something. So these wounds of origin will be exposed so that you can heal them. Be honest with yourself. Be courageous. Be willing to look at the previously unacknowledged issues and layers of what's going on, what's really going on, and courageously deal with them. If you do, you'll be free of the tyranny of these previously hidden issues or things, and nothing and no one will ever hold you back again. So this is a good time to take out the chamomile tea, the rose water, the ankle weights, and use them liberally. So on Tuesday, we have the planet Venus trine the planet Pluto. So Venus is the planet of women. It's the planet of feelings. It's the planet of value, especially self-value. It's the planet of balance. It's the planet of diplomacy. And Venus will be trine, that's shaped like a triangle, will be trine, which is a positive, beneficial aspect, the planet Pluto, which is deep, deep, deep truth. It's also deep, deep, deep healing. They are connected. Pluto is also the planet of transformation. And so what is it that needs to be brought up from the depths of you so that we can see it and we can change it and we can heal it? So Venus trine Pluto on Tuesday, passion and intensity are the key words for this aspect. Please have fun, be creative, live fully. Also, please don't make any deep commitments at this time. Be careful of who you share your secrets with. I'll say it again. Be careful of who you share your secrets with. Pluto is involved. There are secrets. Venus is involved. You like something, you want to express. Be responsible. Be the person who says, is this the right place, the right setting, the right being for me to share this secret with? Be that person. Discernment is important. Wednesday, Venus square the nodes. Well, here's Venus again. So the planet Venus is showing up again, and it's squared. Now, a square is an abrasive aspect. And so what you want to do is you want to look at what a square brings up. It brings us an opportunity. They're not always pleasant, but they bring us opportunities. And so Venus is square the nodes. What are the nodes? They are not planets, but they are some of the most important non-planetary points in a chart. So the nodes, we have a north node, and opposite we have a south node. And the nodes really help us regulate how we act so that we can have the best possible life and outcome. So Venus square the nodes. This is a do the right thing aspect. Regardless of how you feel, this is not, I'll repeat, regardless of how you feel, this is not the time to run off with that dashing new person, buy that beautiful but outrageously expensive piece of jewelry, or splurge on that once-in-a-lifetime purchase of your dream car. This is not that day. Satisfy that passion with a sensual holiday with said dashing person, or a more affordable version of the jewelry, or a weekend rental of the dream car. Be responsible. And Venus square the nodes will help you elevate yourself and grow. On Friday, we have the full moon. So Friday is May 1st, May Day, and we have the full moon. Full moons are very interesting. Full moons kind of gather all the energy of a 2-week period. And then around the 2 or 3 days before the full moon, wow, it gets pretty intense and sometimes explosive. When it gets pretty intense and sometimes explosive, you do not want to be in the line of fire. What you want to do is you want to say, what can I do to calm things down? What can I do to cool things down? This is a great time, full moon, great time to make moon water. New moon and full moon are great times. The full moon, think of all that energy from the full moon coming down into the water. that you can use. You can sip it, you can put it into your plants, you can feed your pets with it, you can cook with it. Think of all the ways you can use the energy of this phenomenal Scorpio full moon. It is a healing moon if you go with the prompts. And the moon will give you very clear prompts. So it's not even a guessing game. So the sign Scorpio and its ruling planet, Pluto, are taking center stage this week. Center stage. With the full moon in Scorpio this coming Friday, May 1st, intensity, intensity, intensity. Emotions are going to insist on stating their case. Please breathe when that insistence comes up. It's very important that you breathe rather than act. You can act after you've breathed. That breathing will give you time to collect yourself and decide how you're going to move so that it works to your advantage. Added to the natural intensity of a full moon, especially this one in Scorpio, is the fact that Scorpio's ruling planet, Pluto, is making a square or frictional aspect to the full moon. So the full moon is in Scorpio. Its ruling planet is squaring that full moon. Wow. Since both the sign and the planet are concerned with secrecy, passion, and control, please be aware that intentionally or not, whatever lies beneath the surface is likely to be revealed under the intense light of this very bright full moon. Plus, there will be an aspect called a T-square affecting this Scorpio full moon. A lot's going on with this Scorpio full moon. This T-square pits the energies of the Taurus sun, the Scorpio moon, and the planet Pluto against each other. And Pluto is in the sign Aquarius, so anything can happen. This T-square will emphasize your need to be flexible and adaptable by exposing where you've become willful, stubborn, or too attached to your own ego and who you think you are, who you want to be, and who you think and where you think you belong in society's structure. So please stay mindful and avoid becoming the problem. Please stay mindful and avoid becoming the problem. Please be aware, be alert, be focused, be grounded. This is your best bet. And don't make yourself the center of the problem. Don't make yourself the source of the difficulty. There's a great thing, though. The full moon also offers a harmonious, beneficial triangle, harmonious, beneficial trine to the moon. So the full moon is offering this great trine between the moon and Jupiter. So it's offering, there's the full moon in Scorpio saying to Jupiter in Cancer, wow, I feel the grace that you bring, because Jupiter does bring deliberate conscious grace, and I feel the luck and blessings that you bring. And that is phenomenal. So sort of lean into that moon trine Jupiter, lean into the grace and the care and the wonderful lusciousness of luck and expansion. So on Saturday, the planet Mercury, the planet of how we gather and process communication, the planet of how we actually talk to each other or relate to each other intellectually, Mercury will leave the sign, its own sign of, well, it'll leave Aries. And that's actually not a bad thing, because Aries doesn't think first, it just says and does. And it can get you into a lot of trouble. With Mercury entering the sign of Taurus, practical, methodical Taurus, things will calm down. They'll have an opportunity to express themselves. Things, issues, people will have an opportunity to express themselves in a much more gentle and benign way. So remember that practicality, indulgence, and proper self-care are on your mind. So, are you being practical or are you being indulgent? Are you taking proper care of yourself in all the ways you need to, psychically, emotionally, mentally, physically? Focus on yourself and what pleases you. Focus on yourself and what pleases you. And you'll be better able to help those who rely on you. Well, that's not what we're taught, is it? We're taught to give it all away and make ourselves last. But if you focus on yourself and what pleases you, you will touch all of those places that want to give, that want to do for others, and can do for others in a beautiful way. So please remember, this is a great opportunity to heal. This is a great opportunity for passion and fun. This is a great opportunity to meet your truth. Be courageous and take your time. Lots of joy. Bye.